Hey! I heard.
Get him, Daddy!
I saw the entire scene and came to help. Get off of him! He yelled. The homeless guy got up and took out a knife.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to Houseless Reactions, where we might be houseless, but we're not hopeless. We're always here to have a good time.
Yeah! What?
The video we're going to be watching today is 2 disturbing McDonald's horror stories animated. I have my own McDonald's horror stories, but let's go ahead and get into this video and see how crazy these stories actually are.
It all started at the beginning of June. I just finished high school, but as it turned out, I was not that academically gifted.
He looks more like a jock, right? That guy looks built.
When it came to schoolwork, I would much rather hang out with my friends than focus on the homework. And the result of this was I wouldn't have a chance to go to college. But I didn't want to go anyway. I just wanted to work and make my own money.
That's good, man. It's always good to make your own money, man. Get your hustle on, bud.
But I wasn't keen on working at a fast food restaurant or inflating tires at the local tire shop.
Right. You don't really want to work at the tire shop. I worked at one. It was not pleasant. Not at all.
I asked around for job opportunities that paid well over a minimum wage. Unfortunately, no one had a lead. So, I just had to take the first job I found, which was one at McDonald's.
You gotta take what you could get, man.
I'm not saying that working there was bad or anything, but I just had a different vision in my mind.
There ain't nothing wrong with working at McDonald's. You do what you gotta do.
I got a uniform and was expected to work the next morning. Oh, God, I hate myself, I said while looking in the mirror early in the morning.
I felt that way when I worked at Jack in the Box, no lie.
Or I'm wearing that stupid hat. But that's what I had to do. I had no choice.
Do what you gotta do, bud.
I walked inside and went into the back to meet with the manager. Good morning, she said while sipping on her black coffee, giving me a smile that made me contemplate my life.
Right. That girl would make me contemplate my life with her weird-ass smile.
The next thing I knew, she grabbed my hand. I didn't know what was going on, but she started showing me around the place. Then she explained my duties. I was in the back. I had to make the fries. Glamorous, I said while inhaling the delicious smell of fried goodness.
Yeah, the fry man.
Bam, I was working. The first customer came in, and shortly thereafter, a whole bunch of them arrived.
You're gonna be busy at McDonald's, man. People are always at McDonald's.
What's up with that guy? I asked one of my colleagues while I was taking out the fries. Oh, him? He walks in here every day and begs for food, but we all know he just throws it away. He wants money to get drunk, Maria told me. As I was working, the guy came into the McDonald's. He was wearing old, torn clothes.
That guy looks creepy.
And a very bushy beard. Give me some fries, I heard. I didn't want to look at him.
I wouldn't want to look at that guy either.
Give me some fries, kid, he yelled.
Dang, this guy's aggressive.
Staring right at me. I got back to what I was doing, and fortunately security came and escorted him outside.
Get that dude out of here, man.
Everyone seemed to know him, and they weren't bothered by him that much. But in that second, when I turned my head and looked into his eyes, I saw something strange. It was like he had something personal towards me.
Those are the I'm going to kill you eyes. Watch out for those.
I just had my head so deep in those fries that I almost forgot to go home on closing time. See you tomorrow, rookie. All I wanted to do was to get out of there. I was so tired, and my feet hurt from standing all day.
Yeah, if you're not used to standing, your feet are gonna kill you the first week of work, man.
The next morning, as I arrived at work, the same smile greeted me. I guess I'll have to get used to this.
Right, those manager smiles be creepy sometimes. Like, would you just stop smiling already?
A couple of hours later, the same guy came in. Again, he demanded fries, and he kept his eyes on me. Come on, sir, you have to leave the store, my manager said.
So this guy comes in every day and the same thing happens every day? Why aren't you guys doing something about it? Really?
But he did something that no one thought would be possible. Pushed the manager, making her fall on the floor right there in front of everyone.
Wait, what happened?
He came and dragged the man outside.
He knocked her down?
Towards the exit, he continued to say, I'll get you, kid. I want my fries. You're gonna pay. With an evil look on his face.
This guy is psychotic over some French fries? They're just French fries, man.
Seen him do something like this. He wasn't violent. All that he would normally do was come inside and ask for food. then leave without the security being involved. I guess he has something personal towards you, she told me while laughing and patting me on the back.
You got the security on him, man. You and big doo-doo, bro.
The rest of my shift ended without any interruptions. But as soon as I got outside, in the parking lot, I felt eyes on me. I looked left and right, but there wasn't anyone there. It was weirdly quiet. I hopped on the bus and went home. For the entirety of the bus ride, I smelled something awful. I didn't know where it came from, but someone in that bus didn't shower for quite a while.
It's a public bus, man. People be stinking.
I felt a hand grabbing me from behind. I got pulled
What?
and fell on my stairs, hitting my head on the pavement. "Now I got you!" I heard while still trying to get myself back together.
I would be wigging out right there, wigging out.
I opened my eyes, and there he was. The homeless guy who had his foot on my chest, making it difficult for me to breathe.
Why does this guy want fries so bad?
Continued to stare into my eyes with that evil look. I managed to get his foot away and tried to escape, but he caught up and tackled me. He started raining punches.
Dang, this guy wants his fries bad.
My vision started to get blurry, and a loud ringing started to impair my hearing. I guess I was getting beaten up pretty badly. "Hey!" I heard.
Get him, Daddy!
He saw the entire scene and came to help. "Get off of him!" he yelled. The homeless guy got up and took out a knife. Then, without saying anything, he attacked my neighbor. Everything happened so fast. By the time I got up, the two men were laying on the grass.
They're both bloody?
While going to check on him. He said he was fine, but a blood stain confirmed otherwise.
That neighbor is a G, man. He took out the guy and he took a stab wound for him.
I called an ambulance and they quickly took him to the hospital, where he made a quick recovery. By the time the ambulance and police got there, the homeless guy was gone. He, too, left some bloodstains on the grass.
Dang it, they didn't get him.
He didn't come to the McDonald's after that incident. I haven't seen him ever since. I just hope that even if he's still alive, he stays away from me.
Wow.
Cover my shift, please? I looked at Mike and sighed. Sure.
Oh, so they probably met at McDonald's. That's a good place to meet a partner, right?
I have to stay for the night shift now. It was hard to resist Mike's baby blue eyes. I worked at McDonald's and was grateful for my job. It came at the time when I was struggling to pay my bills. My parents couldn't cater to my every need, so I had to figure out a way myself. I was in college, but we were on a break at the moment, so it meant I didn't have to rush back to school immediately after my job.
Make that money, girl. Make that money.
Probably off to some date with his girlfriend. They've been together for about 3 months, and we're the cutest thing ever.
They're McLovin' it.
I took orders as quickly as I could and gave them out just as fast. I wanted to go home and sleep. At 20, there wasn't a lot I was doing besides school. I heard that the world outside school could be brutal, so I tried to take care of myself whenever I could. Whoever was on the last shift was in charge of locking up the restaurant.
I hate that, man. You always gotta work for other people. They never get their own stuff done.
I sighed and continued answering the trickle of customers that came in. Finally, the last group of customers left, and I started to wipe the tables before I left. It was around 9.
The creepy guy's there.
The front door opened. I turned around to tell the person that we had closed when I suddenly stopped. It was a big man and his face looked scary.
Right, that dude is 7 feet tall, man. What are you gonna do, girl?
His eyes looked so small compared to the rest of his face. I swallowed and walked to him, taking small steps. "I'm sorry, but we're already closed." He looked at me, then surveyed the rest of the restaurant. After nodding to himself,
He was like, I know you're closed. Ha 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 ha!
"I only want to stay here for a while. When you're about to leave, I'll go," he said. He looked like he was anxious. I retreated quietly and nodded to him.
Why did you just nod at him, man? You should have made him leave. Make him leave.
I wondered if
He's gonna get you now.
maybe just needed a place to stay for a while. I wasn't sure it was safe being alone with someone I knew nothing about, especially when it turns out that he's not a customer. I finished finally and was about to go to him to tell him I was about to lock up, when I heard a noise at the front door. His eyes went to mine.
Get out of there, girl. Get out of there now. No guns.
I screamed and ran to the counter. The front door got kicked open and 2 men stormed in. "Where is he?" one of them yelled before he sighted the man and charged for him. The man fired a shot into the ceiling.
Them dudes are weak. They walked in there with guns and they're ducking down from one shot.
It didn't sound like anyone had gotten shot. I cowered behind the counter and cursed silently. My phone was in the locker at the employees' room, so there was no way to call the police. I covered my ears with my hands.
That's all you can do is just hide. Wait for it to end.
They couldn't see me behind the counter, and I hoped they forgot that I was there. A chair scraped at the floor, and I carefully peeked out.
They got him. They got him.
The first man was on the floor with the two men standing over him. His gun was somewhere else on the floor, and he pleaded with them. "Wait, just give me more time. I'll get the money, I promise," the man yelled, his eyes widening in panic. "Shut up." The other man shot him in the chest and looked up at the sound of my gasp.
That is bad timing, man. That is bad timing. Run, girl, run.
Getting on the floor. They were right behind me, and I knew that
Keep running, girl. Keep running. You got this.
I killed someone. My heart was beating erratically.
I would be terrified. My heart would be racing.
I think I would be in such a situation. The street was dark, but I could make out a few people just up ahead. If I could reach them in time, they should be able to offer help. "Please help me," I yelled when I got within earshot. The men behind me stopped when they noticed the people up ahead, and I looked back to see them running in the other direction. I pointed towards them. "Those men just killed someone," I gasped out, trying to catch my breath.
She's lucky she got away.
My body started to tremble when I realized the enormity of the situation.
It's a good thing she could run.
If they had caught up with me,
Yeah, if you weren't fast, you would have been dead.
the people I had run up to quickly called the cops, choosing to wait with me as I narrated what happened. We walked back to McDonald's together and saw that the man was still there, blood pooling under him.
Where would he go? He's dead.
His eyes were closed, but he appeared to still be breathing. I was still in shock.
That's why you don't let people in there after close.
The cops arrived and took control of the situation. An ambulance was called for the man on the floor, and he was rushed to the hospital.
Wow, I thought he was dead.
He was in a critical condition. The cops interrogated me and made me describe the men to great detail. It wasn't hard for me to do because I still remembered their faces vividly. The one that had shot the man was of average height and was bald. The other one was a bit taller.
And he had a meth mouth. Yeah.
The cops promised to get in touch with me if they needed my help. Frankly, all I wanted to do was sleep.
I don't blame you. You need to sleep, but I wouldn't be able to sleep after that ordeal.
I got dropped off at my apartment, a dingy thing in the middle of my area. I went straight to my room and lied down on my bed. I tried to sleep, but my attempts were unsuccessful. I kept replaying the moment when the man got shot. It was one thing to watch it happen on TV.
That is some unreal stuff. That is hard to get over. That's going to take your years of therapy, probably.
I never felt as scared as I did when I was being chased by those men, and it felt like they were going to catch up to me. I finally fell asleep and decided that I would never take the night shift ever again.
I don't blame you. I'd be done with McDonald's at that point. Alright guys, so that was 2 disturbing McDonald's horror stories animated. I was actually expecting some like paranormal type stuff. That stuff was actually a little more scary though because it was real. But I want to thank you guys for joining me today on Houseless Reactions. I upload multiple videos every single day, so click that subscribe button so you will be up to date. If you liked my video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That really helps out my channel. Smash that like button. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, bye guys!